Taurus, hello there. I hope you're keeping well, my dears. This is your collective love reading. Actually, I want to put out there first, thanks for your patience, guys. The full moon is approaching. Feels like it's going to be a whopper. It was like that in January as well. Full moon in Cancer, and now we're moving into the full moon in Leo. So it's doing quite a number, shall we say. But I want to try and bring the best energy into the reading for you. I'm not just going to throw a reading out there for views. Anyhow, let's get cracking with the cards. I'm hearing distant, perseverance though, and inoculation. And I'm getting a really blocked energy in my solar plexus. If some of you are into meditation, give that a go. Anyhow, Spirit, what can you give me, please? Moving into the reading. So how is it that you see Taurus, please, Spirit? For Taurus, taking us from the beginning of February right the way up until mid-March. Spirit is just pointing out there that it doesn't have to be just for that period. Remember, we're all on different timelines. What can you give me, please, Spirit? Where do you see Taurus in love coming into the reading? You want me to take from the top? Ace of Pentacles. How does your party, how do they view you at the moment with regards to love or the connection that you both have? So how are they viewing you? Four of Swords. There's that holding at distance. They might not actually think you're holding them at distance. I feel that's the energy that's been coming through for the reading. It's like every time I've tried to reach out to you, it's the energy that's being channeled through. There's a holding at arm's length, putting somebody or something at distance, but they feel you're just preoccupied at the moment. What else can you give me then, please, Spirit? What's gone down in the recent past between the both of you? Queen of Wands. What's happening between the both of you as of this moment then? I'll neaten the cards in a moment. Nine of Wands. Mithered energy there. Doesn't mean to say you're mithered with them. It may be that you're mithered with whatever it is that you're preoccupied with. But Spirit is drawing me really strongly to the wand that the guy's got hold of there, as if you're holding them at distance with that wand. What's going on within your party's environment that apparently you don't know of at the moment, or you're not aware of? Conflict, challenging, difficulty, a realization but not knowing how to address it. It's a different energy than what's over here. It's a vibe of, I know what the issue is, but how am I going to go about this? Yet the energy up here of how they see you as being preoccupied, and there isn't really an issue at the moment. It can be something as simple as you're just busy. They're not seeing. I'm hearing errors of their ways. It's two completely different energies here. How do they feel toward you at present? Strength cards. There's that solar plexus. Some of you, if you're into Reiki, there's a needing to cleanse the solar plexus. And if you feel you're heavily impacted by the full moon, you need to work on that causal chakra as well. It's the chakra that's kind of in between the 7th and 8th chakra. There's a needing to cleanse that or work on that. Fears, anxieties and concerns when it comes to the connection with yourselves, Taurus. New beginning. They feel you're going to be preoccupied with something. This is what they're seeing you caught up with at the moment, and you're going to move on. You're showing enthusiasm towards that. Yeah, it can be seen as the player energy, the single person's card, wanting to, you know, kind of be a free spirit and take things as for what it really is. But they're feeling a threat here, I feel, and they're trying to act like they're not bothered, but they are. They're wanting to give you space, but they don't quite know how to play it. Plans of action when it comes to moving a connection forward with you, reaching out, friendly message, just putting it out there. Maybe how you doing, what have you been up to? Nothing major, but they're looking to create or start something. And over the next 8 to 10 weeks, where does Spirit see the... I heard relationship then, but then I got a blocking in front of it. But this is where Spirit sees it unfolding over the next 8 to 10 weeks, what they're predicting. The Hierophant. Some of you are going to come together at a celebration. You've not seen each other for some time. Maybe a group of friends that are... Can be a birthday. For some of you, I'm getting graduation. But there's a common ground that you have that's going to bring you both together. You're both going to support somebody else or something that's important to somebody else. May even be a wedding, but you're both going to be there. You golf, and then I've just heard golf. You're both going to be witnessing it, and it's going to bring your connections together. Interesting energy. It's playing out here. This is your energy. This is an energy, as I said, of you not quite getting somewhere. It's as if I've been trying to get to the reading, but things have been coming in my way which wouldn't normally crop up. Anyhow, Spirit, how do you see Taurus coming into the reading, please, with this Ace of Pentacles? There we go. There's the withdrawal. Holding back, taking control of something, because there's all these things that keep cropping up. There's all the elements there. And Spirit's trying to guide you towards the reading, but there's a preoccupation. There's a preoccupation with something here. And Queen of Swords. I'm hearing projection and moving forward. Some of you may not have reached this energy yet. There's a holding back because you're unsure of how to, I've just heard display, not sure where this comes in, present at a situation. There's a needing to hold it together, and you're being disciplined with yourself with that Magician energy of how you're gonna, whilst I'm hearing frame, I don't know where that's coming in, and then I'm getting camera. You're unsure how you're going to present yourself, how you're going to project yourself, or how you're going to communicate, but you're going to become familiar with it. It's as if you're rehearsing what you're going to talk about, how you're going to be, how you're going to present yourself. And I feel it's at this up and coming. I've just heard drama, and then I've heard event. You're rehearsing something here, I feel, and that's why you've been in that Eight of Swords energy. May have been since the full moon in Gemini. That's where you've withdrawn and you've put it out there to the universe. I'm not sure how I want to act at the moment or what I'm meant to do, but please give me guidance on how I'm going to put the best version of myself forward in this situation. Spirit, what can you give me with this Four of Swords of how Taurus's party views Taurus at the moment with regards to love? Page of Cups, even though it's chalices. The Fool energy again, and the Tower. I knew it. I felt it here somewhere. Energy's not quite ready to shift yet, but it will. These foundations, they're weak. There needs to be changed. And I'm hearing obliterated. There's a wealth of energy coming through here, but Spirit is throwing this, absolutely throwing this. And then I'm being shown volleyball. I've got to put it out there to you guys, especially with that Ace of Pentacles being up at the top as well. I'm getting volleyball with that for some reason. The senior was holding back and expecting them to reach out. But this is creating nervousness within them because they think something's going to go off. For others of you, they're giving you this space at the moment, and then I'm hearing endeavour. Because you're offering your passion or compassion to something else, this new beginning with whatever it is, but it's providing you with a breakthrough. Queen of Wands, and please, Spirit, what can you give me? What's gone down in the recent past? This is taking you, some of you, back to November. Knight of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and Eight of Pentacles. I feel you've told them in the past. For some of you, this past isn't going to happen until Pisces, Aries, February, I'd say until mid-April, end of April. It may even be a Pisces, Aries that's speaking highly on your behalf about how you have been working really hard at something and my God, you're good at it. They're trying to encourage the party. I feel it's this party that's over here to reach out to you, but they don't want to do it because they want to keep themselves. They want to keep the attention on themselves, and they're feeling off kilter now, your party, because you're investing into something else, and they know the only way to get in contact with you before this Eight of Pentacles energy. Again, I'm hearing wedding, celebration, is for them to reach out, and that's not what they want to do. That is the energy as well that's coming into the current energy now. It is energy that's gone down in the past, but this is going on for some time in that Knight of Pentacles energy. This could have been going on for years, but you've kept it quiet. You just haven't felt the need to talk about it. Yeah, there we go. You've kept it quiet. You haven't felt the need to talk about it, and it's leaving them out in the cold. There's a threat here. There's a threatening of something. I feel you've been smoked by this person in the past. They've not treated you very well. They've been absolutely focused on how they have seen you, how they've wanted to view you, and that's not how you are, because something has come up here, some type of celebration, an occasion, an anniversary I'm hearing, and I'm hearing you can't attend. And whilst you're speaking highly of it, they're wondering why you can't attend, but it's because there's this other skill you've had going on in the background. Some of you, you've set up a business. Something started off as a hobby and it's developed into a business, but you've just not felt the need to share it with this party, whoever it is that's over there. They feel you've been distant, possibly because something emotional that's going on, as in triggering you, and that's not been the case. And now, as time goes further on, it's starting to be revealed to this party that's over here what you really have been spending your time on, and it's because you're just not interested in them. It's a kind of drop-in type energy. They expect people to drop things, and yeah, look at the bottom of the deck here, we've got you planning, or they're making plans, and there's the Ace of Pentacles. You can't go to something, or you've not been getting yourself involved in something, may even be gossip, and now the record has been set straight to your party. I'm taking that, and it's about a goal that you've got, maybe something that's online. You've been putting something online. I'm hearing tarot reading for some of you. May even have set up your own channel and you've really been focusing on it, but they've been, I've just heard low life, they've been seeing you as being a low life because they don't think you've been up to anything. They've really been put on their arse here. Who have they been put on their arse by, please, Spirit? Sorry, it's just how it's coming out. Who has Taurus's party been put on their arse by? King of Cups, someone within the family, maybe a Libra, Scorpio, doesn't have to be. Mum, dad, and they've just not mentioned it, or they've been told to keep it quiet, and that's exactly what they've done. I feel you've shared a secret with somebody here about what you're setting out to achieve. This party that's over here thinks you're not interested because maybe that you're just being rude. Doesn't have to be the person you're in a relationship with. It can be how it's affecting your relationship, and this can be another family member or friend that's over here. They've not had the most highest opinion of you, and now all of this has started to creep out because they're expecting you to be somewhere and you can't be there because you're investing your time into whatever this skill is. And it's developing, it's growing, it's taking lead here, and it's really ruffling their feathers. What's happening? I didn't even get a chance. Yeah, there's the opportunity. They're getting mithered because you've created this, you've manifested this. There's strong Aries within this reading, you know. If it is that you're not involved with an Aries, there's a 9 of Cups. I'm taking that as well. I feel this is an event that's going to take place during Aries. So that's March, April. I really do. But they're getting mithered because now the opportunity's here. You're making it about you. For some of you, they're getting mithered because the opportunity's here to offer you something. I'm hearing grandparent, godparent. They're getting concerned now because the opportunity's here to offer you a gesture because they want to show you or highlight to you your generosity and your compassion, and because you're family. You've prioritised something, but they've been sneaky in the past, and now they're feeling hard done by because even though they've been sneaky, they're still expecting you to drop everything because something is important to them, and it's ruffling feathers. I feel there's a Leo here somewhere, or a fire sign that's wanted to walk away from drama. But whilst the drama was brief, there wasn't full clarity around it, and they've got ahead of themselves, thinking that you have been caught up in this drama for ages and not included you in something. But the drama didn't exist anymore. That got, I'm hearing, nipped in the bud. But because something has come into your awareness of not just what you're good at, but what you're excellent at. Excellent. Spirit is saying absolutely excellent, incredible, and it's providing you with a breakthrough, and that's why that World card is there. They're now left a bit peeved because the impression that they had of you for all of this time and this drama that they thought went ahead for all of this time. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing here. I'm laughing. It didn't really exist. It was make-believe that was going on within their head. Strength card, please, Spirit. How do they feel? Well, this is going to be interesting, I am telling you. How do they feel towards Taurus at present? How do they feel towards Taurus at present? 5 of Wands. They're finding it difficult and challenging because there's something you are really good at, which you're being held in high regard with, and they don't like it. And there's that 9 of Wands again. Bloody hell, talk about being mithered. Because they thought you was bitter, angry, disinterested. Whatever it is, this drama is, it's either been made up in the head, someone's been stirring, whatever it is, it doesn't exist. And now we've got it. And the reason it doesn't exist is because you may have nipped it in the bud, or it doesn't exist anymore, sorry, is because you may have nipped it in the bud, or you've been caught up in this new opportunity. You've had the Ace of Pentacles coming out 3 times now. I know it's only down there twice. They're really threatened by this opportunity, you know, and that you're making your own money or you're making a living from something. They really don't like it. The energy coming into this reading, Spirit wanted me to get those 2 positions there and neaten them up, neaten the cards up, but leave this chaos that's over here in the past. I feel they've been fretting, I'm hearing, stressing about something that's gone down in the past, thinking this issue has gone on longer, years even, than what it actually has. It's been nipped in the bud, it's been sorted out, but it may not even have been by you. It may have been by your party or someone close to you. Because you're making money from a hobby, or you've become really passionate about something, and it may even be to do with marriage or towards family, or you're keeping up with, you're being genuine to yourself and offering out credit where you feel it's due. And they're finding that uncomfortable because I feel they've had a bad opinion of you in the past, and now it's all becoming clear. This is where this, I'm hearing mayhem is over here. There's a Leo here that's really getting uncomfortable and mithered, and they're obsessing about something because of this ability or task or something that you have What can you give me then, please, Spirit? What's going on within their environment at the moment that apparently Taurus isn't aware of? 8 of Cups, more Pisces energy. 2 of Cups and 10 of Swords. Christ. Oh, okay. They're panicking now. They're finding it difficult behind the scenes because there's something they made progress with. But they're not being completely honest about it. And it's to do, I feel, with a Libra, a Cancer, maybe a Leo. And they wanted to progress with something but wasn't fully revealing everything. There's a religious energy that's coming up here. What I mean by that is christening. I'm hearing Holy Communion. And then I'm hearing reversal, rehearsal. There's something with a spiritual vibe to it. Because I said Jesus, I always see that gentleman that's on the swing there as appearing like Jesus. May even be wedding, but you was cut off, or they feel now you're going to come together and start progressing with something or discussing something. You're either going to cut them dead or they're going to be cut dead. It's to do with communication here. It's to do with, communication. You can see the crow there, and at the side of the grave, there's some type of correspondence or something. It's to do with plans. They're worrying you're going to find something out of why they purposely never involved you in something, or why you never went ahead with something or disclosed something. And they've wanted to see you in a bad light, and that's not how it is. They're worrying you're going to find out about this bad light that they've seen you in, and then you're going to cut them off. What can you give me with this Fool energy, please, Spirit? Fears, anxieties and concerns when it comes to the connection. Hangman. They have really been given something to think about here. 6 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. I'm getting this really strong energy that you have revamped yourself, or there's been a part of you that's really come through since you've been putting your energy into what started off as a small interest, then it developed into a hobby, and now it's going even further and you're making money from it and can make a hell of a lot of money from it. Well, they're being shown their arse. That's all that I'm saying. I mean, I've got to put it out there because that's what I'm hearing. They act like they couldn't care less, but they're really seeing it from a different perspective. Your party is panicking because they see stuff from a different perspective and of why you held yourself back. You've been a bit sensitive about whatever this thing is in case it failed. So you've just kept it to yourself to help build your confidence with it. And it's something not everybody, I've just heard, believes in. There's a religious vibe here, or something to do with spirit, higher realms, something like that. And you've put yourself forward for something that you feel motivated by. But what's bothering them is, even though they've pulled a fast one on you, you are still speaking highly of them. And that's what they're struggling with, because really, if anything, you should be giving them down the banks, and you're not. My God, this is interesting. What is it that got brought to an end, please, Spirit? What is it that happened to Taurus? What is it that got brought to an end? All of this either. All of them either come to an end. Somebody didn't want the responsibility. I feel it's to do with going out for drinks or alcohol. And that can be to do with messages coming in as well. Or to do with a wedding. Let's get, look, Lover's energy. Strong Gemini within this reading as well. I feel that's representing the lovers. Not sure where that's coming in. If it's not a Gemini, I feel it's a couple. It's not somebody acting alone. It's a couple acting together, and they're reinforcing each other's feelings, saying, yeah, she does feel that, or he does feel like that. And then the other party's agreeing with them because they're wanting to make up this drama between them. And it's not like that. This isn't anything that I feel you've got control over. Spirit is guiding you here, protecting you here. And that's why you're putting everything across in the most favourable light. You might walk away and think, why have I done that? But you're constantly showing the best version of yourself, or being aware that you show the best version of yourself when you go to, I'm hearing, certain arenas. I'm not sure arenas are significant. And that's what they're finding difficult, because you're not presenting yourself in the way that they used to see you, and now it's being brought into the awareness by somebody that's also within your environment that holds you in really high regard. The plan of action when it comes to the connection with you, well, Spirit wants me to change deck because there's likely a duplicate qualifier. Maybe it's to do with sport or qualifying within an arena. What's that card? Spirit is just Five of Cups. They really do have lack here. I'm hearing peasantry. Plan of action then over the next 8 to 10 weeks. Five of Cups again. They want to speak up about something, about how they've seen it, but it's not how it actually is. An opportunity is going to come in where they're going to want to speak to you or try and create an opportunity with you to disclose or talk about whatever this task is. And this is what's going to change everything. May even be that they got you a gift. I'm hearing around Christmas, because they've been told something about whatever it was or whatever it is that you're keeping quiet, and you're putting your, I'm hearing, heavy energy into. Oh, okay. They've got you a gift or started something with you to try and trigger you to talk about whatever this is, and you've not took them up on it. You've ignored it. And I don't feel it's because you feel threatened telling them. You just don't feel the need to disclose it, and they've realised they've not got the response from you. Oh my God, I've heard Jesus again. It's something to do with around Christmas and a gift. I've got Jesus again. Some of you, this is a past reading, and I'd expect this energy maybe to be with you within about, Spirit saying 5, and that's why the 5's at the top of the Hierophant there. And then I'm hearing resurrection. Something is going to go on round Easter. They're trying to trigger you here to get you to talk about this thing that you just want to keep to yourself. It's your own little thing. For some of you, it may even be witchcraft. And what else? You've acknowledged it. You've moved on from it quickly because you don't feel a need to go there. But they're looking for an opportunity to talk to you about it. I feel there's a sense of intrigue as well, but they're also a bit miffed because you haven't told them. You haven't told many because you don't feel a need to, because it's your own little thing, and because they've really seen their arse, because they're now realising you've been putting your energy into something else and you're not there at the drop of a hat. What can you give me over the next 8 to 10 weeks, please, Spirit? What can you give me over the next 8 to 10 weeks with this Hierophant, the Sun card, Queen of Cups, you've got that twice now, and Knight of Wands. Interesting energy. Some of you have realised you've got a psychic ability, mediumship, doing these spiritual workshops, and you've started getting all this information through, channeling it through, and is the messages that are coming through. All the messages are being channeled through in that Ten of Wands energy about people that have passed away. Yep, it's the Ten of Swords, but it's got a gravestone on there. And then we've got the Queen of Cups, Queen of Chalices, really spiritual, intuitive energy. I'm hearing vegan as well, and that is why Spirit is showing me the whale that's at the background there. And about sweets and whale blubber. Sweets, whale blubber. You've confided in somebody about this ability that you've got and started reeling everything off, and you've got it right. But you've said to this person, I'm not confident, so don't tell anyone. Somehow it's ended up creeping out. And this couple, or whoever it is that tried to pull a fast one on you over here, some information has been relayed to them. And they've realised it's twigged. But now they want to come in and ask you about it, but they can't. Because firstly, they don't believe in it, or said they didn't. But secondly, there's messages I feel that are coming through for them, but you won't tell them. But they want to know. But you're going to find out that they have been gits with you in the past. And you don't feel a need to tell them anyway. And this is why they're trying to trigger you here, to get you to talk about something that you just don't feel a need to talk about, because they don't believe in it. May not be psychic, mediumship, anything like that. It can be something else, but they're trying to not trip you up, but trying to trigger you here, because this thing that they didn't support or didn't believe, the information is coming through and you're either getting it right or it holds a lot of value. But they can't come back now and say anything because you're still keeping it quiet, and there's a person here that shouldn't have said something, but it's not got bad intentions to it, it's just slipped out. Because I find it absolutely fascinating how good you've come at something. This may even be a mum. I feel some of you are getting information through about a person in the past. As I said, doesn't have to be mediumship, psychic abilities. It can be something where you're involved with somebody and it's bringing clarity to this situation where there was a lot of trouble, a lot of mither, a huge amount of upset. But I feel in the past they've said they don't believe you, but now they do, because in the meantime something started coming into their awareness. You found out that this party didn't believe you, and they're trying to trigger you into talking. You're still keeping things balanced and being respectful when you're in their energy, but they're trying to trigger you whilst they're in your energy, because they're now realising you was right all along. They were the ones that had a bad opinion of you and thought you was the one that was causing trouble. And upon reflection, it now all makes sense. There's a huge amount that's going to make sense here. Huge amount. And as well, this is where this devil energy is coming in. Because when they look back, their opinion of you... Let me move you up here. You can see that Knight of Wands energy. Their opinion of you, it wasn't good. It really wasn't good. Things are clicking into place now, and they're realising what you were saying was right, or there's something to what you were saying, but not everything's been disclosed yet. I feel someone's tried to wrap you up in some type of lie and make it seem like it's you. You've put yourself back and thought, you know what, I'm not even going to bother trying to fight this. And they've held wanting to think that you are the problem. And as time has gone by and evolved and you've got better at something, they've realised that what you were saying in the first place was right. And now they're gonna come and disclose. Well, they're gonna have to, because they're trying to trick you into talking about this particular event, but you don't feel the need to go there. But I feel some of you know what they're trying to do, and it's all gonna come ahead here. But Spirit is saying you're being guided here, you're being backed, and every time you present yourself, it's in the best way. And this is why it's throwing them. It's not that you're being shady, you're just thinking, what is the most mature and best way to put myself across at the moment, and consider everyone else that's involved. And that's why it's throwing them, because things are starting to fall into place. And they're trying to trigger you when they're in your energy. You're not biting because you're thinking, I won't bother going there because it's not something of higher vibrational energy to talk about. And you move on to something else. But they want you to talk about it, but won't assert themselves, put themselves forward and say, what is all of this about? Because they're sly. They're absolutely sly. You need to be cautious here. I feel you are being. Spirit is definitely helping you with that. But if it is that you're going to an event where there's going to be alcohol, just calm yourself here and just try and keep one step in front. It's a very, the tables have turned type energy, and it's not even like you're fully in control of this now. This has become more of a universal issue. Good for you. Sending massive hugs your way. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And thanks for your patience. Look forward to catching up with you in March.